Hey guys, this is Liam, aka Blue Motor here once again, and I'm back to reviewing music this week, but this time it's not on a certain artist. This time I'm gonna cover rock ballads, since Valentine's Day is just around the corner, but keep in mind that it's not all love light, romantic light, and stuff like that. It's like whatever you might call a rock ballad. But anyway, let's get started with this. So, this one is We're in Heaven. That's Heaven by Bryan Adams. Now, I haven't reviewed Bryan Adams yet, nor post a community post as in what's your opinion on him, but Bryan Adams is a pretty good singer. He's done hits like Summer of 69, Everything I Do It For You, but Heaven, it's a pretty good one, good ballad. So, yeah, thumbs up to Bryan Adams for this. And next we hit to You Look Wonderful Tonight. Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. And Eric Clapton is also pretty legendary. He's been in bands like Cream, Derek and the Dominoes, but he's done some ballads here and there, like, well, with Derek and the Dominoes he did Layla, but this one is just Eric Clapton solo, Wonderful Tonight, so thumbs up to Eric Clapton also. And next one, Best of My Love, you get the best of my love. Best of My Love by the Eagles. The Eagles, I've done the music review of them before, if you remember that, and I mentioned that my parents grew up with them, and of course they did ballads as well, and Best of My Love is one of them, so yep, good song. And this one, Baby, you're my Angel by Aerosmith. You guys remember my review on Aerosmith like a few weeks or a month ago? I can't remember when I did it, but I mentioned Angel, and they've done a bunch of hits here and there, whether it's ballad light or not, but Angel, it's one of them. So yep, pretty good one. And this one I've been excited to bring up this one. This one is And I'm gonna keep on loving you. Yep, that's right. Keep on Loving You by Oreo Speedwagon. And I reviewed Oreo Speedwagon also, and I mentioned Keep on Loving You. And Keep on Loving You is one of the most amazing romantic rock songs ever. It's my favorite Oreo Speedwagon song, so yep, double thumbs up to Oreo Speedwagon. But that's not the only Oreo Speedwagon rock ballad. Then I can't fight this feeling anymore. Yep, that's right. It's the second one they did was Can't Fight This Feeling. Now, Can't Fight This Feeling is just as good as Keep on Loving You. And Can't Fight This Feeling, I've heard it even before the first time I've heard Keep on Loving You, and it's pretty awesome. I mean, Keep on Loving You was from the album High Infidelity, and Can't Fight This Feeling was from Wheels Are Turning, so they were a few years apart. And if you guys remember in my Oreo Speedwagon review, I gave out my opinion on these songs. How romantic. And my opinion on the band itself.
You like Speedwagon? What kind of man doesn't?
Yep, Oreo Speedwagon is really legendary, so I highly recommend listening to Oreo Speedwagon. And moving on to And You Can Tell Everybody This Is Your Song. Your Song by Elton John. Now, this song came out in 1970, one of his I wouldn't say earliest, but his earliest 70s hit, but one of his earliest 70s hits, I mean, but it's a pretty good song, so beautiful, and of course we had also Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer. Now, Tiny Dancer, it's another one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites by Elton John, and I've always been curious to know who he wrote it about. Not Tony Danza, of course. Hold me close, young Tony Danza. If you watch Friends, Phoebe brings up Tony Danza in this episode, and it kind of got me. Although I read that misheard lyric online, so I'm pretty sure you guys may know it as well growing up with Elton John, or watching Friends, or Taxi, or Who's the Boss, which starred Tony Danza, but whether it was about Tony Danza or not, still a good song. Now, this one isn't romantic, but I thought of throwing an anti-love one in here. Love Stinks. Love Stinks. Love Stinks by J.L.'s Band. Now, this song, although they had, like, the music video for this song and the title kind of makes me think of the Pepe Le Pew Penelope couple. I don't know why, but although that's not the context of this song, it's actually about, it's anti-love. Love sucks. That's what they mean, but although it may not, whether it may be suitable for Valentine's Day or not, I still like that song, but I like Freeze Frame and Centerfold better. But thumbs up. And this one is Bringing on the Heartbreak by Def Leppard. I haven't reviewed Def Leppard yet, but I might sometime this year. But Def Leppard has done really great hits in the 80s, and Bringing on the Heartbreak is a pretty good song, and other ballads they did, like Love Bites or something, but yeah, I like Def Leppard, and pretty good song. And this one, Is This Love That I'm Feeling? That's Is This Love by Whitesnake. Mostly, I've heard Here I Go Again when it comes to Whitesnake. I've heard Still of the Night a couple times, but Is This Love, most ballad-like out of them. So, yeah, good song by them. And this one, Sister Christian, oh, the time has come. Sister Christian by Night Ranger. Now, if I'm right, the guy wrote that song for his sister, which is very nice, as sometimes during childhood, siblings don't tend to get along, but I think it tends to improve sometime, but there's nothing wrong with writing songs for siblings. But yeah, that was pretty nice of that guy. This song is a big thumbs up. And this one, Home Sweet Home, is Home Sweet Home by Motley Crue. Now, Motley Crue has done amazing, well, I don't know about heavy metal, but, well, metal-like, but hard rock or glam metal, as I've seen before, but this is definitely a metal ballad, and Motley Crue is really legendary, and thumbs up to Motley Crue. And we also have All of My All My Love by Led Zeppelin. Now, I learned that Robert Plant, the singer, wrote this in honor of his son who sadly passed away at a young age. And reading that kind of makes me think of my grandfather who passed away 5 months ago due to a lung disease. And you might understand why I connect those two, but yeah. And we're gonna wrap this video up with I will be right here waiting for you. Right Here Waiting by Richard Marx. Now, this song came out in 1989, so I would say best way to include rock ballads of the 80s. And Richard Marx did an amazing job with this song, so yep, thumbs up to him. And this isn't all the rock ballads I'll cover, so there will be a part 2 on this. And I like to say, don't forget to like this video, comment in the comment section, and subscribe and hit the bell. This is Liam aka Blue Marker, signing off.